Did you know that scoliosis is the most common deformity of the spine, and it most often develops in children during their growth spurt just before puberty? So parents, listen up. We're going to be talking to neurosurgeon Dr. Neal from the Mayo Clinic in Phoenix to learn about everything from symptoms to treatments. Doctor, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Let's kind of first start out with just an umbrella of what is scoliosis.
Yes, scoliosis is a type of spinal deformity, and a spinal deformity is any abnormality in the spinal column or a structural problem. And specifically, scoliosis is a coronal deformity. And what that means is when you are looking at somebody from the front or the back, we expect the spine to be straight. If there's curvature, typically in excess of 10 degrees, that is considered scoliosis.
And so how does that affect somebody that finds out that they are somebody that has that?
Yes, well, we see people really on a spectrum with scoliosis. Many people have a very mild curve, and in these cases we typically monitor those patients. Oftentimes they have no associated symptoms. However, it is important to be monitored because some of these curves can progress, and once they progress to a certain threshold, in some cases surgery is recommended.
And so I know you said there's a spectrum. So how is it that we would know if we do have it? I know you said sometimes there's no symptoms. Right. Well, many people are walking around and don't realize they have scoliosis, again, because they don't have any symptoms and the curvature is very mild. When the curve does become more significant, people may notice some curvature in the back. They may notice that their head is not sitting directly above the pelvis. They may also notice some asymmetry with the shoulders or the rib cage, in some cases the pelvis. And those are good indicators that there may be a spinal deformity or scoliosis. Well, that's definitely information that we can use. And once if we end up being diagnosed, what are maybe some of the treatments that you use?
Yes, well, really we look at scoliosis in two different populations. One is children and adults where the spine is still growing. These patients are not skeletally mature. The other population are adults where the spine has completed growing. In children and adolescents, we typically, again, start with monitoring the curve and periodically repeating examinations and x-rays. And many times we simply monitor the curve. If the curve falls in a more moderate range, sometimes we will recommend wearing an external brace. And over a critical threshold, we start to have discussions about potentially performing surgery to straighten out the curve. In adults, similarly, we consider surgery after the curvature reaches a certain threshold, and oftentimes there are other symptoms in adults associated with the scoliosis, such as pinching of nerves, that we have to address as well.
Well, there is so much to know, and we've definitely done a lot of education here today, Doctor. Is there somewhere online we can also go to get some more information?
Yes, the Mayo Clinic website has good information about scoliosis. Oftentimes I direct patients to the Scoliosis Research Society webpage, as well as the National Scoliosis Foundation webpage.
Well, I want to thank you again so much for the information today.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Don't go anywhere. The Morning Blend, we'll be right back.